Good morning, my name is Mirka Kaingunga and welcome to Marketing Management and Public Relations. My contact details are on the first slide. Marketing. Marketing is a very interesting part of an organization. It's actually also a very exciting part of an organization as it involves the activities of a company associated with buying and selling a product or service. It includes advertising, selling, and delivering products to clients. So it's very much sales orientated. Individuals who work in the marketing departments of companies try to get the attention of target audiences by using slogans, packaging designs, celebrity endorsements, and media exposure. The 4 P's of marketing are product, place, price, and promotion. Marketing concepts. There are 3 marketing concepts, okay, which includes the product, selling, and marketing concepts. Those are the 3 main concepts. The product concept. A good product will sell itself, which is true. That a good product will naturally sell itself. The selling concept is try to sell what you have made. And the marketing concept is make what will sell instead of trying to sell what you make. Very interesting statement right there, or very interesting concept, I must say. The marketing divisions of firms find ways to discover unfulfilled customer needs and bring to the market services and products that satisfy client needs. The marketing framework consists out of micro and macro marketing. Micro marketing includes all the organization's departments to achieve the objectives and goals of an organization. Macro marketing describes how the whole marketing system works in a society. It effectively matches the society's supply and matches demand. So it's actually a thing of it matches the supply and demand. It forms a basis of a country's exchange. The marketing concept and different types of economies. We have the command economy, which is more the economy for the communist. It does not give regard to the need of consumers. It's a system of communal ownership of the country's assets, except private domestic assets. Products and services are limited to what the state offers. There's no ownership of private property. This is an example of a communistic economy is North Korea. The free economy, which is more capitalism. Citizens may possess assets and earn profits on themselves or on them, or they can just, let me rather just put it in this way, that citizens may possess assets and earn profits on them. Free market, on them referring to the assets. Free markets affect the allocation of resources. Citizens have a choice to products, services, places of residence, and careers. So it's more free. Government intervention is minimal and ownership of private property is allowed. The mixed economy. The mixed economy is a mixture of capitalism and socialism. There is a free market economy and government controls over certain services. Citizens are free to make their own decisions with little restrictions. An example of a mixed economy is Namibia and Canada. A marketing function. A marketing function, a component of an organization's structure. Departmentalization is the division of an organization, or it's a division of an organization into different units, making each unit perform a specialized task. For example, below this, we just have actually created something that just shows an organizational structure. You could have a CEO on top like that, what we have there. Then we have the different functions such as the marketing function, the operation function, and the human resource function. The marketing planning process. It begins with examining the mission and corporate objective of the organization. This involves all heads of business units, visions, and goals are set. Developing a marketing strategy by conducting a situation analysis. That is the second step of the process. Step number 3 is creating marketing strategy, or just creating the marketing strategy. We look at the ANSOF model. Now, as we look at the ANSOF model, I'll start explaining it by the market penetration strategy. But before we do that, it's divided up into 4 quadrants, which is the marketing penetration strategy. Second quadrant, which is the market development strategy. The third quadrant, which is product development strategy. And then, of course, the last one, which is diversification strategy, which is the 4th one. Or we just refer to it as being diversification. Now, as you can see on the top there, horizontally, we see that we have current products and new products. And then vertically, on the vertical axis, we have current markets and new markets. Market penetration. The marketing manager will focus on increasing sales of current products in the current market. So in the marketing manager, they look at increasing sales in the current products in the current markets, like what we have there on the ANSOF model. Number 2, it is market development strategy. It aims to introduce current products to new markets. An example of this is Coca-Cola, for example. Coca-Cola sells a tin of Coke. This tin of Coke is currently being sold, or we have Coca-Cola Namibia, they're producing locally. They're selling these tins of Coke to the local market, which is the Namibian market. Then what happens is that they decide, or their marketing division decides that, you know what, they would like to move to a new market. Now, this new market could be for example, the Angolan market, where they go and they market their product in the Angolan market. So it's current product in a new market. I just gave you an example of new markets being in a new country. But you could also have a new market in the sense of, let's say if you have an organization and it's producing a specific product, and that product is only being supplied to let's say Windhoek, for example, and then they decide that no, they're going to branch out. A good example of this could be, let's say if it's a cell phone shop, for example, where they sell different types of cell phones. They are only based in Windhoek at the moment, and then the marketing department decides, you know what, we want to branch out to other parts of the country. So then you'll find situations whereby the company it mainly started in Windhoek, and then it branched out to Oshakati, because Oshakati has a need for that specific product that is supplied by that specific company. The third quadrant, which is product development strategy, or product development, aims at developing new products in the current market. An example of this is, for example, Bon Aqua. They actually produced a new product. It's actually the same product, but it's just that it has been, bottled up in a different way, and it is unique in its own way. By this, I mean that initially we had just the normal bottle that has the normal cap that you screw, but then they decided to come up with the Bon Aqua pump, which has more water. It's 500 milliliters, and it just has a different cap to it. It's not the normal cap that you need to screw open and all the time that you need to close. It's not like that. It's just unique in its own way, but yet new and convenient to consumers. Diversification. Diversification refers to acquiring. It refers to new products being presented in a new market. For example, Simot might decide to purchase a chain of clothing shops, for example, or they might decide to just purchase something else that's new, adding something new to their current supply or their current services that they provide. Setting market objectives. That is the fourth part. Setting market objectives refers to deciding what you want to achieve. This is the fourth part of the marketing process. Questions are asked like what will be sold, the quantity, the price, where, when, and how. The time frame to be determined, this is where the time frame is determined, should be a short, medium, or a long term. Objectives are then decided on. And these objectives should be SMART. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timeous. Step number 5 involves implementation and control. I just have one question here that I've compiled. Question 1, match the stages of the industry's life cycle analysis with a description. So we have stages of industry life cycle and as well as the description. Number 1 is fragmentation, number 2 is shakeout, number 3 is maturity, and number 4 is the decline. Now, we just have to match the descriptions to the stages of the industry life cycle. Fragmentation. Fragmentation is practically new industry developed, so it is D. Shakeouts. Shakeouts is when competitors realize new business opportunities in the industry. So that is just naturally A. Maturity. Maturity, the answer to question 3 is B. Dominant business models give the organization competitive advantage. So the answer to 3 is B. And number 4, a decline. It's when the demand is fully satisfied in the market and supply running out. Then that's when we see a bit of a decline. So that is C. Corporate social responsibility, also shortened as or abbreviated as CSR. Corporate social responsibility is the organization's obligation to pursue long-term goals that are good for a society. For example, here is a very good, this here is a hierarchy of corporate social responsibility. Economic responsibilities refers to being profitable. The legal responsibilities refer to obeying the law. Ethical responsibilities refer to being ethical. The organization needs to be ethical. And discretionary responsibilities refer to being a good corporate citizen. By discretionary responsibility is to contribute resources to the community to improve the quality of life. Ethical responsibility is obligations to do what is right, just, and fair to avoid harm to the environment or to the society. And economic responsibility is the foundation upon which all others rest. Examples of corporate social responsibility. You know, we have many, especially within the mining industry, or any organizations, because we're starting to see it also flowing through the banks as well, that each organization has a corporate social responsibility. But corporate social responsibilities are mainly a big issue in big organizations. For example, in Namibia, we have a mining company which is called Namibia Custom Smelters. Namibia Custom Smelters is based in Tsumeb. And so the example that I'm going to give you now is based on Namibian Custom Smelters. Namibian Custom Smelters, NCS, also referred to as NCS, in Tsumeb recently donated money to the Hope Children's Center for school fees and to the Women and Child Center as part of their corporate social investment drive in the northern town, which is now in Tsumeb. Mr. Hans Notter, who is the managing director of NCS, says that the management of NCS carries the interest of the surrounding areas at heart and aims to uplift the social well-being of communities around Tsumeb and in the Oshikoto region with a program that is tailor-made to assist the needy sections of our communities. Question 2. Explain the 8 functions of marketing. As you can see below on that slide, we have 8 functions of marketing. we have buying, selling, standardization, grading, risk-taking, market information, transporting, and storing. Buying. Buying refers to the purchasing of raw materials or goods for sale. Selling. Selling refers to the promotion of goods and services to the clients or customers. Standardization. Standardization is meeting specifications, ensuring that each client receives what they expect of the given good or service provided. Grading. Grading is quality at a set standard, ensuring that the good and service provided is of a specific quality and of a specific standard, at a set standard. Risk-taking. Risk-taking is investing in resources with no guaranteed return. That's why it has the word risk in it. Risk-taking, because you're taking a risk of investing in a resource with no guaranteed return. Market information is the collecting of data from the market for decision making. This could be, collecting information on a specific client need or a specific, what clients would like in that specific product or service that you provide. Transporting refers to the moving of goods or products from the producer to the wholesaler and retailer to the market. Storing is a storage of goods produced ahead of time. So it's all your goods that you've produced or that a company or organization has produced and is stored in a specific area until the time that it needs to be distributed or sold. Public relations. Public relations is the controlling of messages communicated by organization to the public. Public relations is the management through communication of perceptions and strategic leaderships between an organization and its internal and external stakeholders. To read more on public relations, please read in your textbook on page 193. Most organizations have what we call a public relations officer or a public relations manager, and they are usually the spokespeople of the organizations. The function of public relations is to manage strategic relationships between an organization and its public to achieve mutual understanding. We have now come to the end of our marketing management and public relations session. And I would just like to wish you all the best for your exam. And please ensure that you understand all these principles. And should you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Good luck and thank you.